Hi, Emma Rachukwa. I wasn't 100% certain of the issues you were having um, with doing research on white collar crimes. So I thought I'd just do a quick video where we can sort of search out some information using Medicine Hat's databases. But again, you don't have to just strictly use Medicine Hat College databases for your research. You can find online articles, journal articles, statistics about white collar crimes, newspaper articles. I'm sure there's a plethora of those articles out there that exist. So I'm just going to, instead of choosing white collar crimes, I'm going to focus on a very specific white collar crime that would inevitably come up if you did research on this. And that is the idea of Ponzi schemes, which still take place today, where people take money from people with the intent of investing it, but instead they keep it and they just keep borrowing money from other people to pay those other people back. Um, so I'm just on Medicine Hat College's website. On the landing page, the first page you come to when you log into Medicine Hat College. And I'm just going to go to library. I'm sure you're familiar with this. If you're not, well, now you are. And I'm just going to type in Ponzi scheme, right? And hit search. And a whole lot of things come up, and a lot of them are books, like you had stated, that you really want to be able to read online articles and journal articles and whatnot on the subject matter of white collar crimes, or in our case, our example here, Ponzi schemes. I mean, this is great. This book would be great. It would take you forever to read it. I don't know if it's not worth it necessarily for a 3 to 5 page essay. So what we would do is come down here and just click on article and chapters, right? And that'll narrow it down. That'll take out the books. Sorry, there we go. So it takes out the books and just gives us online articles and journals. Most of them will be online. Let's see. Yeah, so if we just click on one, say we wanted to use this as a source, we wanted to quickly read it and figure out if it has anything to do with the subject matter of our essay. So view full text. So you have to sign in, entering the barcode, and this might be part of the issue too that you're running into. The barcode on the bottom of your student ID needs to be entered here. So mine's already self-populating. Okay, so this is the source, one of the sources. Here's the abstract, like you said, but up here is the PDF. So the whole article is going to be in here. Download this article. Most of them are going to be PDFs, so it shouldn't be a problem if you're signed in to be able to view all these. I'm sorry, my computer's running slowly. Okay, so I'd have to go through there. This is 19 pages long. There's a number of things you can do. Obviously, you would read the abstract first to see if it has anything to do with the subject matter of white collar crimes, or if it has something to do with, if you're going to focus on simply Ponzi schemes, if you see here. Um, Typically, you could hit Control F on your keyboard, and you could do an internal search in the document. And I just did an internal search of the word Ponzi. It's mentioned 154 times. So I know this, if I'm writing my article on Ponzi schemes, this would definitely be a place I want to go to get information. Um, and it's probably going to outline, hopefully, some various types of Ponzi schemes throughout history. We talk about another place you can start, but you never would want to uh, reference within your essay is Wikipedia. So we can go there. So a great place to start, I'm going to reiterate that and underscore that. A great place to start is Wikipedia, but you never want to say, within your paper, you never want to say, according to Wikipedia, right? Ponzi scheme. So we want to give some background information. If you're doing white collar crimes, or if you're just focusing on, say, Ponzi scheme, you have early on within the essay, you want to give us some history, a history lesson on where did we even get the word Ponzi scheme. Looks like it was named after a guy named Charles Ponzi. So I wouldn't say, according to Wikipedia, the Ponzi scheme was created by a man in the 1920s called Charles Ponzi, right? I'd want to go to the original source. And the original source you can find by going to the references at the bottom of the page. So in this case, you have 19 references. These are 19 outside articles that you can reference within your paper, right? One's dictionary.com. We wouldn't want to reference that. That's not a great source. So Ponzi schemes, this is a government website. That looks like a good source. So you can see we started at Medicine Hat College's databases. We found some good information. We narrowed it down, made sure they weren't books because we don't have time to read books for this essay, correct? Now went to Wikipedia. We're never going to cite Wikipedia, but we're using Wikipedia to help us find other articles online that help us define what Ponzi schemes are, so we can describe it to the reader, to me, right? So here we go. A Ponzi scheme is an investment fraud that pays existing investors with funds collected from new investors. Ponzi schemes are named after Charles Ponzi. In the 1920s, Ponzi promised investors a 50% return within a few months for what he claimed was an investment in international mail coupons. Ponzi used funds from new investors to pay fake returns to earlier investors. Okay, so it's highly illegal. There's a number of individuals that have committed Ponzi schemes throughout the years. You could talk about that. This is a white collar crime, so it is still in keeping with what you want to talk about within your essay, right? Uh, so Bernie Madoff is a famous one recently. He swindled people out of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars, like 7 years ago. He's in prison for the rest of his life now, but he did it using a Ponzi scheme. So you could talk about him. You could talk about Charles Ponzi, who created it, and then other individuals who have committed fraud by utilizing Ponzi schemes. I hope this helps. Uh, Please email me if you have a specific title of an article that you want to look at, but you simply can't find, and I could help you I could do another video showing you how to find it, or I can find it myself. Just let me know, okay? Email me back if you have any questions. Talk to you later. Bye.